All right. Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. Today is January 7th, and it's our first January call, our first team call of 2016, so that's really exciting. So I actually put together and started preparing for our team call much earlier than normal. And so I have some things that I want to talk about today. So again, I always want you guys to make sure that you are talking to each other in the chat, engaging with each other. And anytime something comes up and you have a question or whatever, write it down so you don't forget to ask later. So, all right, so I want to talk about 2016 goals, and I hope you guys already brought them with you. If you don't have any written down, feel free to start writing while I'm talking. But we're going to talk about how to make goals smart, and I'll tell you what that is. And also, yay for being a lead. I'm so excited. You guys are awesome. That is so, so, so cool. Literally, I wrote this on my dream board like in February of 2015. And I was like writing it and I was like, yeah, okay, that would be nice. Like, did not think it would happen. I made it my screensaver, I think back in September, October. And again, was like, not happening, but I'm just going to visualize this shit. Okay. But it actually happened. And, I just think that it's so crazy and I would not have been able to do it without you guys. This is not, I hope you really truly understand that it's so important that we are elite and it's not me. It's not my team. If it was just me, I'd be like party of one. Like that wouldn't, I wouldn't have had the success. So I don't want you to ever think it's just me. And the really cool thing is that we're going to get access to new trainings and things like that. Like, last year, I got to, because Kelly was elite, she got to ask people to join in with the Challenger app. I just got my Super Saturday PowerPoints, and they said that the Challenger app and things will be coming soon. We don't have a set date. They're just ironing out a lot of kinks. So there's a ton of stuff. Being elite, you get picked to do like test groups, so I can be doing other things and being like, guys, you're going to freaking love, whatever the next program, launching is and stuff. So setting yourself a goal for being elite in 2016, it's okay if it scares the crap out of you, because I was diamond when at this time last year, I just made my first paycheck after quitting my job. I quit my job a year yesterday, and my first paycheck was $450 for the week. Now, that might seem like, yes, that's an awesome paycheck, but it was probably about $200 lower than what I was used to. And also I quit my job. So I wasn't getting my weekly income from that job either. So that was a really big, scary thing. Like, what the heck did I do? And I don't want to think that, I don't like putting money out there, because I don't want you to think that you can compare yourself. Oh, if I've been in this business X amount of time, if I'm this rank, I can make this amount of paycheck. But I try to be very open with you guys to just let you know that April will be my 3-year mark as a coach. So a little over 2.5 years. And I made like 4 or 5 paychecks last year that were $2,000 a week. So I tell you this not to be like, oh my gosh, but really to be like, when I quit my job in January, my paycheck was $450 for a week. And by the end, I was averaging $1,400 to $2,000. So, and that's not I don't get a ton of them. That's not every time. My goal is to make that more consistent. But I'm just telling you, and 80% of that, I always did the math every week. It was usually like 79 to 81% was always from my cycle bonus. So it wasn't like I was selling 700 challenge packs a week. It was because of what you guys are doing. So that's the importance in getting people signed on your team, really working your cycle bonus so that you're working on your weak leg. Ideally, your strong leg is double what your weak leg is. So just kind of keep that in mind, because you want to be able to be cycling as much as possible. So, and I really only put that money out there to be like, you know what, like literally I've, been able to increase from $450 to, at least 1,000, if not more, a week, just in a year's time, from building my business, from doing it when I didn't feel like it, and in constantly inviting. So I just tell you that to know what's possible, because I remember when I was hearing people make, $1,000, $800 seemed like crazy to me, and I was like, no way, like that would never, ever be me. But, it happens. It doesn't happen overnight. but just trust the process. The other thing is if you're doing this full time, if you're really putting a lot of work in, I want you to be putting 25% aside for taxes. So your chances are like you might not need that full 25% because you're going to have write-offs, and we can talk more about taxes later. I talked about it in the team call before, but I want you to not be like at the end of the year and be like, oh my gosh, crap. Like last year, I think I made about 32,000 and I think I owed like $2,000 or something. So I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, what do I do with all this stuff? Like, at the end of the year, I owe so much money. So just be smart about it and start putting 25% away. And if you don't need it all, cool, pay off a bill or take yourself on vacation or something. But I just wanted to put that out there because I think a lot of times I forget to tell new coaches stuff like that. And we talked about this in our team page a couple days ago, but I want you to think of your 2016 word. And if you already have, I want you to post it in the chat and kind of bounce ideas off each other. I want you to say a little bit about why you chose that word too. So feel free to talk to each other in the chat. Mine is intentional. And 2016 has not started out very well in that note. So I need to work on that. But today, I had such high hopes for myself. I got this really cool to-do list, my favorite colors, mint and gold. And then I made this list. And then I made this list. And then I made about 4 more lists. But I didn't really do anything for this list. I just made a shit ton of lists today. And that's all I did. I didn't even work out today. Like I made that selfie so long ago, and I still have to do it after this call. So I don't really know what I was doing. I thought I was being so productive. Turns out I knocked off like 2 things off my to-do list. I just kept making more lists. I'm going crazy. I have Super Saturday. I'm posting a ton of stuff, but whatever. We're all busy. That was not an excuse. So I want to be purposeful and intentional in what I'm doing. Do I need to be okay, I need to pay Elance. Okay, I need to make this on Canva. Okay, I need to go here. This was literally where my brain was going today. And I got little things done, but I was chasing my tail the entire day. So I want you to start setting a timer. If you need to put your phone on airplane mode while you're working, set a timer. And for 10 minutes, you're going to send your invites. For 10 minutes, you're going to do a 5-3-1. For 10 minutes, you're going to connect with people who are on your 10 in playlist, which is like 10 people that possibly will sign on for coaching or, challenge packs or something. So I want you to be intentional and not just scrolling through Facebook, because literally I have hours and hours and hours of my life that I'll never get back from that. So that is my biggest goal, is to stop doing this. I can't tell you how many times I tell you people not to do it, and then I do it too. So I'm very, very guilty of that. So we have some coach celebrations. Yay, Autumn hit Emerald officially today. Yay, I see her in the car picking up the kids. She's 5 hours behind. So what is it, 2 o'clock in Hawaii time? But yeah, she is super awesome and I think she's like, what do you have, 6 coaches now? She's like a freaking rock star. Hopefully, when was your goal? You're muted, Autumn. When was your goal? You're still muted. Let me see. Can I unmute you? Can you unmute yourself? Help a sister out. Manage participants. Where are you? Autumn's iPhone, unmute. Okay, girlfriend, when is your diamond goal?
Okay, my diamond goal is February 1st. And I'm preparing a lot. Like when I first started in December, I made it a goal to not only prepare for December, but to prepare for January. And now that it's January, I'm already preparing for February, which is huge because I have at least 5 people who've committed to me this month, and 3 people committed in February. So, the number one thing that I always ask every single person that I talk to is, when can I follow up with you? When can I talk to you again? When can we hook up? I really like this and that. I get to the bottom of their goals, what they're looking for, and I always ask them, when can I follow up with you? So that's really successful for me, and planning is good.
That's perfect. And I can attest to that. For the last 3 months, that's what I've really been doing. The last 2 weeks of my month, my first, we're really focusing on the next month. So when December came around, I had a ton of people that were ready for Hammer and Chisel. And it's always easier when you've got a launch. But if you have that set date when your next challenge group is, and you know when you're inviting people, that makes a big difference. But speaking of that, I'm going to set my dates for February. Yeah. So, okay. So thank you so much for that, Autumn.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good job. And then Danielle, we're so close to Diamond. When is your goal date? Mullen?
Oh, February, the beginning of February 3rd.
Okay, sweet. All right, awesome. So you guys can also, push each other, talk to each other too, bounce ideas off each other, because you're kind of very both in the same boat, really go-getters pushing for this. So awesome. Yay, good for you too. I'm going to mute you. Oh, I just unmuted you. Okay. All right. And then I have a couple other people to celebrate real quick. I made a post, but I just wanted to make it official. Angela Camello. I always want to say Camella. Camello just hit Success Club 10 All-Star, which means for 12 freaking months, she hit Success Club 10. And that earned her another, it always changes. I want to say $1,000 for the cruise, but I think I'm thinking $750 for the next, but I think it's $1,000 to spend on the cruise. So we're going to talk about some qualifications for the 2017 trip, but that is a huge, huge milestone in her business. She is awesome. Sarah Smith is a Success Club 5 All-Star. Plenty of those months she had more than 5. She's doing awesome as well. Her team is really, really consistent. She's doing a great job. So I'm proud of both of their teams. They're awesome. But seriously, that shows that you freaking won it. 12 straight months of changing 3+ lives every month means that you want this and you're in it to win it. So that's everybody's goal, is to become an all-star, which means if you whatever your first day that you hit Success Club, whatever your first month was, if you hit it in December, the following December, you will be a Success Club all-star. When you do it for 24 months consecutive, you will be a Success Club legend. And so I just hit that December too. So now I'm a SC10 all-star legend. I think that's what it's called. So, I mean, it's kind of like adding alphabet soup at the end of your name, like, when you get a diploma or whatever. Like, to me, that's one of the biggest accomplishments that you can get in our business. So definitely strive for that. That's really cool. Okay, so we're going to talk about SMART goals. So what the poop is a SMART goal? And I used to talk about this all the time in school for my major. I was exercise science, and they always talk about making goals SMART for like your clients, personal training, stuff like that. So the S is for specific, and this means who, what, where, when, why, which. Being very specific. If somebody's goal was, I want to lose weight, they'd be like, how much weight? That's not specific. So define the goal as much as possible with no ambiguous language, not being vague, things like that. Who is involved? What do I want to accomplish? Where will it be done? Why am I doing this? Reasons, purpose, all that stuff. Measurable, from and to. Can you track the progress and measure the outcome? How much? How many? How will I know when my goal is accomplished? So if you just say, I want to lose weight, well, if you lost a pound, does that mean you're done? So that's why it's making it measurable. Attainable. Is the goal reasonable enough to be accomplished? How so? Make sure the goal is not out of reach or below standard performance. So if you have never sold a thing, have never hit Success Club, don't, maybe saying like, I want to be the top coach in the company in 2016 would be a very stretch of a goal. I'm not saying that you could not, but if you're a brand new coach, like, you don't want to set goals that are going to be like, oh my gosh, I failed miserably. I really feel like you need to make them hairy scary, but at the same time, realistic. But honestly, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. So I'd have to put that out there too. So relevant is worthwhile. Is the goal worthwhile, and will it meet your needs? Is each goal consistent with other goals you have established and fits with your immediate and long-term plans? So you kind of have to figure out, what's my biggest goal? What is my biggest goal? And for me, mine is to work on being debt-free. So everything underneath that I put as goals needs to be something that's going to help with that. Is paying for an all-inclusive, trip for me and 20 of my closest friends part of being debt-free? Well, probably not. So, you have to make sure that the goals underneath that big goal are all relevant. And then timely, when? it should include a time limit. Like, I will complete this step by month, date, and year. Okay, so start your year. So I have a big goal of being debt-free, and this scares the crap out of me, but Kelly keeps telling me, and I know that it's possible, but it still scares the shit out of me. But, this big goal of being a top 10 coach is something that I kind of really see more so as a achievement that would be possible for 2017. But my theory is if I shoot for 2016 and it doesn't happen, I probably will be damn closer to my goal than when I was today. If I was like, I just want to stay a 5-star diamond. So I really am for big, hairy, scary goals. And for me, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, But so that's kind of a little bit of a clash between, because Chalene Johnson always says, big, hairy, scary. This is kind of saying, well, is that realistic? So there's a fine line, but honestly, always go big. Okay. So specific would be, I want to work on being debt-free by advancing 5 diamonds in my first business center, plus 5 in my second business center, and opening my third business center. So that means that I would have a total of 10 diamonds in my first, 5 in my second, and I want my third CBC to be diamond, because that actually counts towards my second. Once you hit 2-star diamond, I'm going to make you like, what's a CBC? Once you hit 2-star diamond, you can create your own second business center, which is basically you cloning yourself as a coach, and you put it on your weak leg. Okay. And everybody's situation is different, but most likely you're going to put it on your weak leg. Okay. So then this is your second business center. You can get this to diamond. You can get this to star diamond. You can get this to 2-star diamond. Once your second business center gets to 2-star diamond, you can open a third business center and sponsor yourself and do the same thing over and over. So this is going to keep helping your paycheck. You can open up to 25 business centers. I think Lindsay Matway has something like 10 open or something crazy. So it's just a way to increase your volume. And it's crazy awesome. So, for me, that would be, and you have to, I kind of did this wrong because I'm just realizing your specific goal is everything all at once. Like, I want to do this by December 31st, 2015. So measurable. I'll be able to say they are diamonds once they have rank advance, meaning they have 4 coaches on each leg with 1 emerald on each leg. And being emerald means you have 2 coaches. So that's measurable. I can know when they're diamond. I can know it'll say diamond, it'll say 2-star qualifying. So I'll be able to know. So yes, it is measurable. Our team finished the year achievable. Is it achievable? Well, is top 10 achievable? Our team finished the year at 105 in the company. I believe top 10 is a huge stretch, but I 100% do not believe that is unattainable. If Bonnie freaking Engel can be top coach, 15-star diamond in less than 2 years, we can do that. So I don't think it's unattainable. Scary as all heck, yes, but I don't think it's unattainable. Realistic, I advanced. So is my goal realistic? Well, I advanced 8 diamonds this year, so I feel like this is realistic. My big goals are to be debt-free, so this will help me reach that goal. So yeah, if I look at this year, I had 8 diamonds pot. So thinking, okay, I want 10 diamonds. No, I don't think that's that big of a deal. And actually it would be 9 because my third business center would be one of my diamonds. Timely, I will need to be 10-star qualifying in my first business center, 5-star qualifying in my second business center, and diamond in my third by November 23rd, 2016. All of you pushing for elite, November 23rd, 2016 is your goal date. You have to be 5-star diamond by the time you go to sleep on November 23rd, 2016. So write that number, make it bold. That is 6 weeks from the end of the year. And so you have to hold that for 6 weeks. So that's why that's the cutoff deadline. Unless you hit 5-star and held it for longer before that. So if you're officially a 5-star, you don't have to, that's not your cutoff date. But say you were not 5-star yet. Your goal deadline to be elite is November, where did I just go? 23rd, 2016. So yeah, so our team will have 5 elite coaches. That is, I think for sure is possible. 5 people at least. We have so many rock stars that can be elite coaches in 2016 from our team, and we will be in the top 10 of our company. And that makes me want to barf. But I put it out there and I made it smart. So let's share some goals. Rank is not everything. So saying 10 star, saying 5 star, saying 2 star, that's a measurable goal, but rank is not everything. So, honestly, volume is king. So think about your volume because that's what's really going to drive your income forward. So, make sure that you're trying to get your weak leg to be half of your strong leg. So you're going to maximize on your cycle bonus. So also another goal I have is I would like to be making $3,000 a week by May 31st, 2016. And what I have to do to get there is I have to increase my weak leg volume. And so for me, I know that means adding to my right leg, adding to my second business center, which is on my right leg, things like that. So I want you to, look at that and I would like to have my weak leg volume to X amount by XX date. So I want you to write that down. I would like to have my weak leg volume to blank by XX date, and then go through and look at it and write it down what it needs to be. You can do the math and figure out, okay, if I want to be making $600 a week, that means I need X amount of weak leg volume points. And so think about it. If you're diamond, you get $18 per cycle. If you do, I don't know if you can see my calculator, but 600 divided by $18 equals 33.3 cycles. So you need to cycle 33 times. So you need 100 volume points on your weak leg. So that would be 330 volume points on your weak leg. So does that make sense to everybody? If your goal is $600 a week. So I'm just going to do it one more time. And you're a diamond coach, you make $18 per cycle. So 600 divided by $18, that's 33.3 cycles. So let's just say 34 cycles. Now let's divide that by 100. Or wait, no, you don't need to do that. 34 cycles. Now, if I'm cycling 34 times, I need 100 volume points each time to cycle. So 34 times 100 is what, guys? 34.
Yeah, I was going to tell you were missing a zero.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm literally the world's worst person at math. I can't do 2 times 2. So yeah, 3,400. I hate myself. I'm so terrible at this. So that's a lot different. I was like, doesn't sound right. 3,400 is what your weak leg volume needs to be. So that's probably why you guys were confused. Okay. So I want you to do things like that. I want you to figure it out and write down goals and know, okay, I need to focus on my weak leg volume because that's how you're going to increase your paycheck, not just by saying out loud, I want to make 600 a week. I want to make 600 a week. You got to figure out and think about placing people. I also want you to look at the leadership ladder for details and ideas for goals. If you go to your Coach Online office, and then you go to where it says your Success Club points, there's a leadership ladder. You click there. It tells you what your rung is, your leadership rung is. And then you can click see more or more details, and it tells you all about that. I also, Brittany Leggett, just type in on YouTube, Brittany Leggett leadership ladder. She's got a 6 or 8 minute video that describes that. It really helps there. So I want you guys to think about your really big, hairy, scary goals. And does anybody want to share with us some big, hairy, scary goals? I'm not going to make you reverse engineer it, but I just want you to tell me what your big, hairy, scary goals are. So who wants to, I know you have them. So who wants to tell me? Go for it.
Well, we already did the diamond by February 3rd. And then I graduate with my degree in May. So by June or July, I want to make at least half of what Jason makes so that we can justify me not having to go get a real job.
Yay! That's awesome.
Which is not bad. I mean, it would only be $400 a week. So it's definitely attainable.
Mm-hmm. Yay! Good for you. Okay. Molly and Alicia, both of you. I know you'll tell me. Molly, go.
You probably can't see this, but I'll just show you real fast. I have an entire book that my mom gave me for Christmas, and it marks out my entire year. So my goal for May 2016 is to be a 1-star diamond. My goal for May 2016 is to be a Success Club 5 All-Star. By December 2016, I want to be a 2-star diamond. And by December 2016, I want to be a Success Club 10-star, Success Club 10 All-Star. And by March of 2016, I want to have a full-time blog up, running, and successful.
Yay! I love that. And so if your goal is 2-star by November 23rd, you can also qualify for Premier. There's Elite and Premier. Premier is also an awesome goal. There's only about 100 coaches in the company that get that. You also get special treatment. You get to register early for things. So if, 5-star is not something that you're shooting for, if 2-star is, then definitely look up what you need for Premier too. I want Molly to support me by December 2016. So you need to pay for all your mom's bills by December 2016. I love that, Nancy. Alicia, tell me some hairy scary. You hooker, where are you? I should probably censor. Wait, stop share. I'm going to stop share so I can see everybody. Alicia, I can't hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Mine aren't nearly as in depth as Molly's are, but I just really want to grow my team. Like I've been talking to people about the discount coaching, but I'm really just wanting to find people that have a passion to do this and make this, extra income or whatever it is that they get out of it. But I just want to find people who are like really interested in doing it and just having a team of my own to kind of like lead and inspire and build with. So I don't know. I think I had written down somewhere, I have like 3 different booklets, but I had written down somewhere that I wanted to be a diamond by, I don't know, I wanted to say like November of this year.
Oh, I thought it was next year, and I was like, no.
No, this year. So.
Oh, I can't hear you.
What?
Okay, now I can hear you. I don't know. You just went out for a second. So, okay, so when's your new diamond goal?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I have it written down somewhere. I'll have to find it.
Okay, so I think you need what, 7 coaches? So I think 2 months is a great goal. So.
Well, so I have 2 coaches, and one of them is inactive, and the other one just signed on, but she didn't buy a challenge pack or anything, so she's showing inactive right now.
Yeah, only take a look at your active coaches and think about them, because if they're not inactive, you can't know that they're going to miraculously become active. So I think like 2.5 months for a diamond is definitely a doable goal.
Okay.
So, hairy scary.
I know.
Anybody else want to share theirs? You can always just write it in the chat too if you don't.
Am I on? Oh, no.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Can I share mine?
You can, but you don't have
Okay.
to do this if you're driving and your children are.
Yeah, no, I'm actually stopping right now, so I'm good. No, I just wanted to say, like, I really want to do diamond but I want to start by, what did you say, November
23rd.
That's what I want.
Yay! Okay, awesome. Totally doable. Let's see. Jessie wants diamond by March. Totally doable for her too. Before that baby gets here. Who else has some goals that they want to share with us? I'll take 1 or 2 more. Anybody? If you're not saying it out loud today, you need to at least write it down. Write it down.
I'm calling out Amanda. Put your workout on pause.
I don't even see her. Oh, there she is. Amanda! Stop sweating. Come here.
What?
Amanda, tell us a hairy, scary goal you have.
I don't know. I was thinking emerald by March 1st.
Yeah, but it's like January 7th, so
I know.
we're gonna need to make that scarier.
Okay. How about February 1st? Abigail.
Okay, I like that. All right, resume your workout. Thank you.
Okay.
So I got to get going. I have some other stuff to talk to you about the call, but I want you guys to please write it down. Danielle Tuttle says Emerald by March. Krista says 2-star diamond by December 31st of this year. I'm going to go ahead and change that to November 23rd because it's not that much different, and then you would be you could shoot for Premier. So you're welcome. I just made that hairier and scarier. Back to diamond for Jacqueline by January 31st. 2-star by Summit. What is that? July 28th, I think. 5-star by 11/23. SC All-Star free trip in 2017. Boom. Okay. Amanda said love to have diamond before I start rotations, which is in August. Oh, girl, yes. Like non-negotiable. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So I love doing stuff like this. So thank you for participating with that. That's always fun. All right, so now back to this. I want you guys, if you haven't yet, to did I share my screen? Can you see this? Okay, I want you guys to make a dream board. I made this and then I realized this isn't really a 2016. This is just kind of in general. So this isn't smart. I need to go back and make dates, times, realistic, things like that. So if you haven't made a dream board yet, or if you have, go back and edit. Mine would need to say, be a top 10 coach by December 31st, 2016. Be debt free by, oh gosh, that's like a 2018 goal. There's a heck of a lot of money in there. Europe trip, 30th anniversary, things like that. So I would need to write in dates and things like that. So make a dream board. I use canva.com. On my YouTube, there's a playlist called Coach Training Quick Tips. There's a ton of helpful tutorials on like how to use Canva, how to set your preferred placement, things like that. So feel free to check that out. Now let's talk about Success Club trip for 2017, Punta Cana. I'm so excited. So this is at Hard Rock. Actually, Tanner is getting married there during Summit. She won't be at Summit because she's getting married here, so that's pretty fun. It'll be a year later, basically, a little less, and she'll be able to go back with Chaz, so that's fun. You'll register. Everybody will register January 19th at noon Eastern time. I got on at like 12:04 last year, and I got on the waiting list, so get ready. Buy your computer. If you cannot, give somebody else your information. Make sure somebody else is signing you up. You will need to pay a $300 non-refundable deposit. That goes for you and your guest. It's not per guest. $300 gets you an entire trip for free as long as you're working, and your goal should be to hit Success Club 10 every month, and then your trip is paid for. If that sounds scary, that's okay. Just start working your ass off, get that free trip, make it happen. You need to hit, let's see. You also need to sign 12 coaches. So that's one coach a month. That's very doable. If your goal is, hitting diamond, if your goal is hitting Success Club, is hitting elite, you need to be shooting for at least 4 coaches a month, at least. I think I averaged 8 to 10 coaches a month for 2015. Okay, if you hit SC10 every month plus sign 12 coaches, you'll get a $750 room credit that you can use on the spa, golf course, etc. Why would you not want $750 in free money? Matt and I got a massage last year. Last year it was, sorry, I'm combining two things. Last year it was travel credit, so that bought our plane ticket. But this year it's at the resort. But, you could do a spa, you could do a massage, you could do whatever. So that's really awesome. We're going to register as a team for the Teal Wave. So write this on your calendar, April 23rd to April 27th, 2017. That is when we want to go as a team, because why would we not go celebrate our freaking awesome weirdo selves? So just reminding you to make sure that you have plans for the 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then this is just something, so you must have at least 10 to get your trip paid for. 10 Success Club points not to get your trip paid for, sorry. You have to do the bare minimum to keep your trip. So say you signed up for the trip, but you didn't get 10 Success Club points between January and March. If you can't have 10 Success Club points in 3 straight months, then no, you can't go on this trip because you should be hitting Success Club 5. Just get that taken care of. 15 Success Club points between January 1st and June 30th. Come on, you can do that. 20 Success Club points between January 1st and September. So those are if you don't do those things, and even if you paid your deposit, you're going to be like, gone. So you will receive a refund of the amounts you paid if you paid that $300, you would get your deposit back. But yeah, if you're on the wait list and your number comes up and you haven't done these things and you're about to get off, you're not going to get off the list. So those are your bare minimum things you need to do. And I posted this in the team group as well, but okay. So, this is just more stuff. All-inclusive vacation includes 5 days and 4 nights at one of the most enchanting destinations on earth. Celebrity trainers will be there live. All meals are included. It was so much fun last year. We had live workouts. We had parties at night, minus the fact that Matt dislocated his knee playing beach volleyball and was hobbling around. It was so, so much fun. So I definitely just want you guys to know this was a game changer, and coming back, and it's a free trip with your significant other, a best friend, whatever. Coming back from this trip in the airport was the first time. This was the first Beachbody event Matt had been to. It was the first time Matt said, "When you retire me." And this was, what was it? And was it March or April? I forget. I think it was April of this past year. And that was the first time that he actually believed it. He actually saw it. And I really think that trip kind of made him understand, okay, this is when he saw other people's success. So if you've got somebody that's maybe not totally on board and you get a free vacation for you and them, I'm pretty sure they're going to understand, okay, this is the real deal. Okay. In the month of January, you double your trip dollars. So normally 1 Success Club point equals 5 trip dollars. But when you earn Success Club, so if you hit Success Club 5 at least, it doubles. So 1 Success Club point equals $10 if you're hitting Success Club that month. So that's another reason why Success Club is non-negotiable. You're going to double the amount of money that goes towards your cruise. You can earn a maximum of $1,200 trip dollars for your trip, which that is the total sum for your room. So that basically means your room would be paid for if you earn the maximum, which is totally doable. I think I earned my maximum in July or August or something. So if you're working your business, you can do it. Okay, January double trip dollar month. So even if you just had 4 points, Success Club points this month, which don't do that. That's obnoxious. Get 5, get 6. But if you just had 4, instead of 4, wait, there I go trying to do math again. It's going to double either way. But then if you hit Success Club, then it's going to double even more. So if you hit Success Club, 1 Success Club point is going to equal $20 in January. I just stuttered a whole ton, so I hope I didn't confuse you. But if you're not hitting Success Club, 1 point equals $5. If you are, it equals $10. Then when you're being a rock star, hitting Success Club in January, that's going to equal $20. So what does that tell you? Be a freaking rock star in January and see how many you can get paid for. So the first 250 trip dollars will be doubled in January for a maximum of 500 trip dollars. So you can't own more than 500 in January, but go to town. Just get those doubled things. And then when you're hitting Success Club every month, you will have less to worry about. So does that help? Anybody still confused? Anybody have any questions still? Okay. Just write them in the chat if you do. We can get to them later. Another thing I want to talk about is, I know it's beginning of January, but Team Cup is coming again in February. And why should you do it? You just need to. Just do it. Don't ask questions. Why would you not sign up to get free stuff for hitting Success Club? Each tier gets you new prizes and things like that. So it's a team of 5. So start thinking about you and 4 other people. You can only have 1 lifetime diamond per team. So I can't be like, hey, Sarah, hey, Angela, hey, Molly, hey, Melissa, hey, Tanner, let's be on a team. No, you can't stack your team with a bunch of diamonds. But you want to work with people, especially that are on the same page as you, that are, trying to really push their business forward, that are actively working the business, that you're not pulling teeth to get them to respond to your messages. You want your go-getters to be on a team with you. Now, if you have people that are just starting, get them on a team with other new people. Don't think anybody shouldn't sign up. You're not going to let anybody down as long as you're doing your 3 vital behaviors. You're not letting anybody down. But everybody needs a team no matter what. It is stupid. I almost said that R word. I'm trying not to say that. It is stupid not to do that. Okay, so you have to sign up between the 18th to the 31st, and then it goes all through the month of February. Ooh, it's a leap year, so we get an extra day for an extra points too. So go register. That will be the website, but we can't do that until the 18th anyways. But just start thinking about who you want on your team, so start reaching out to people. Don't forget to invite it like a champ. Danielle, I'm going to use you for some role play at the end for some of this I want to do. But what I want you to be doing is when people are saying something to you and they're, talking about things they struggle with and you're talking to them, ask them questions like, okay, so tell me this. Would you be able to handle 30-minute workouts from home? And they're going to be like, I guess I can do that. Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah, it's 2% of your day. Of course you can do that, girl. Or guy. Sorry, John Stewart. Would a portion, and then when somebody says something else like, oh, my biggest struggle is nutrition, you can say something like, would a portion control system and meal plan help you with your goal of, XYZ? And then, just asking them like, I know your goal is to lose 15 pounds or whatever. Would a portion control container system and a meal plan that literally tells you what you can eat, do you think that would help you? And people are going to be like, yes, oh my gosh, nutrition, my biggest issue, yada, yada. And then saying things like, I don't know if you're interested or not, but I just love your posts. And every time I see your post, I think, oh my gosh, this chick, this guy, this whoever would make an amazing coach. Have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? You wait for an answer. They're either going to say yes, no, or no, I haven't thought about it, or what does it mean? And then you say, well, I have a 20-minute video my team put together to describe what I do as a coach. Would you want to just check it out and just see if it's for you? No pressure either way, but I just want you to check it out and see if it's something that, you'd want to do. So then what you're going to do is schedule a time to chat and exchange phone numbers before sending the video. So I say, okay, awesome. I just want to make sure I've got a kind of a busy week. Let's plan out a time. It'll just take like 10 or 15 minutes. I just want to be able to answer any of your questions, when we're on the phone. And so what time works for you? If, it's about 28 minutes. When could you watch it by? Well, I could, watch it by, Tuesday. Okay, great. So what time? Things like that. Just, I make sure that I get a time, I get their phone number, I get their time zone before I send that. Okay. And then if you're talking to somebody, you form them, but you don't want to be like, okay, well, it's good talking to you. Do you want to buy the 21-day fix challenge pack? Yeah, no, that's not going to work. You need to focus on building relationships first. So say you form somebody, you got them in our free group, and then, or somebody asked you about a program. Ask about their goals. Like, ask them what their biggest struggle, the fitness side or the nutrition side, and just go from there. So I'm gonna do a little role play with Danielle in just 1 second. I want to get through the rest of these slides first. So 2015 top coaches. I posted this in our team group. But this is really awesome. So go follow these awesome people. Melanie Mitro is the only person to ever have top coach twice, and she is a 15-star diamond in 3 business centers, which means she's got at least 45 diamonds. Amy Silverman is awesome. She's been able to move to Puerto Rico, does a rocking business. Kelly definitely relates a lot to her. She's definitely a wanderlust, things like that. Megan Ewaldson, I love her post. She's awesome. Lindsay Matway, the only chick in the business to be in the top 5, I think, 5 years. Bonnie Engel, freaking rock star, less than 2 years in the business, number 5 in the freaking company and 15-star diamond. Anita Myron, we love her. Check out her YouTube. Her YouTube is awesome. Raina Odell, who knows how many times they've heard her name on the freaking National Wake Up Call? And the biggest recruiter this week, Raina Odell. I remember, I always thought that she had a fun name, so I always heard her. So it's no surprise that somebody that you hear all the time being awesome is in the top 10. Alyssa Shoemaker, she also will, Melanie Mitro and Alyssa Shoemaker will both be at the Pittsburgh Super Saturday if you guys are going there. She's awesome. Melissa McAllister, she's, I just said today to somebody, I really don't relate to her. She's a really introvert. I don't really relate to her, but she's got awesome abs and she's been in a ton of PIO videos and things like that. So I was following her for a while, but I kind of stopped because she's just not my person. I love Brittany Leggett. I love Bonnie Engel. I like to follow Melanie Mitro for inspiration. I love her posts, but she also is just so type A that I'm I can't relate to that. That's so far from my personality. So I love going to follow people, and I choose follow first so I can see them first. Don't add them as a friend. They're probably not going to accept your friend request when they see you're a coach, but just click follow and see first so you can see all their posts. And Brittany Powers is awesome. She's got a huge Instagram following. She's a cool chick to follow. So I think that's, and then, you know what? I don't know if I'll get to the role play. All I was going to say was some of this kind of here, asking what's your do you struggle most with the fitness side or the nutrition side? Asking questions, building relationships. So if you have questions about that, ask after. But this was something so awesome. I just heard from another coach. Michelle Phillips was telling me her team does. We could do a live happy hour a couple times a week. And so I could just say like, okay, maybe Monday at 12 p.m. Anybody that's a stay-at-home mom or that's, and I can change it too. We can figure out that's a work from home could join. Or we could do like Tuesday at 7 or 8 p.m. or something. And we could do a live, not happy hour, power hour. I swear I wasn't drunk when I did this. Just left side. So, but I think, how cool would that be? It would just be a Zoom and we'd set a timer. We could have some music on in the background and be like, okay, so for 10 minutes, I want you to find people, search your Facebook friends, write down their names, 10 minutes. And then task 2, invite, message or comment or, like for 10, or like, some of these are not on the same line. And then 10 minutes follow up, scroll to the bottom of your inbox. That's what I did wrong. Then task 3 would be respond to messages, add new people in your message, check in all your groups, interest groups, list. And that's another topic. I made a short video on how to actually make an interest group, which is cool because you don't even need to be on your Facebook newsfeed. You can create interest lists with all of your coaches, and then you can create a list with all of your coach prospects, and then you can create an interest list with all of your client prospects. And so I made a short video that's under coach and client or coach quick tips on my YouTube. But that's pretty cool because you can do that and then just scroll through there to make sure that you touch base with all those people that you're trying to get on board. Happy birthdays. You can send messages to those people. And then other things you should do daily, like personal development, workout, Shakeology, post on social media. Like you could post, but I would not recommend doing your workout during that time because I don't think you're going to get that done in like 10 minutes. But yeah, so who would be game to do a couple live power hours throughout the week? Yeah, I'm going to stop share because I need to see your faces. Okay, so again, who would be game for a couple live power hours? Okay, awesome. Let's see. Okay, let's try to, I want you guys to, John Stewart raised your hand. I forgot you can raise your hand in here. Let's think about some times that we should do. So let's do that while I have you guys on the phone. All right, so let's do a Monday. We have the National Wake Up Call at 11 a.m. And I'm going to do a little of both because I know people work, and then I also know that some people are stay-at-home moms and things like that. So stay-at-home moms, do you guys have a time where it's kind of nap time? If you do, feel free to either, or people or full-time coaches or whoever. Thursday. 1 p.m., 2-ish, looks like 2-ish. Okay, so let's do Monday at 2 p.m. And then, okay. And then let's do, I want to do like 3 days a week. We'll start with 3 days. So let's do, do you want to do a Tuesday in the evening? What time evening, guys, work? 7, 8, 9? What do you think? 6, 7, 8, 9, Tuesday evening. Post in the chat. 8 or 9, 7 or 9. 7. Okay. How does 8 o'clock on Tuesday sound? 8 o'clock Tuesday. That looks like kind of the, and I would love if, I can give you guys my link. I can create a link, and if I can't make it, whoever can make it, I can just have them host the call or whatever. It doesn't need to be recorded or anything. So even if it's something that I can't make, we can do that. And then do we want to do Wednesday or Thursday? So we've got our team calls Thursday at 7. Do we want to do a power hour right after at 8? We could do Thursday at 8 or 9. Or it could be like a 4 o'clock. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think right after back to back would be great. Okay. So Thursday, 8 p.m. So should we change Tuesday, or is 8 p.m. a good time? I don't know. Okay. So as of right now, what do you guys think? Monday, 2 p.m. And these are all in Eastern time for you people that aren't. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. And I think if we wanted to add one in, maybe we could do like a Friday during the day kind of thing. And you know what? I honestly think that anybody can do this. Like, anybody can host this. Even if you have a free Zoom account, you can do 45 minutes. So it could even be a 45-minute quick one if anybody wanted to be like, hey, who's free to do a power hour right now? So, okay, so I'll do an optional Friday. Okay, this is the only thing that stresses me out, is that I am doing a crap ton of traveling and stuff. So, do you think that we could have anybody sign up to facilitate some of them? I can always do the Thursday one, because I know I always schedule Thursdays to be, my time. Would anybody want to do the Monday at 2 p.m.? Anybody? Well, that's kind of a hard time. I think I'll do the Monday at 2 p.m. Anybody would be willing to facilitate the Tuesday? Oh, Molly says she can do. Oh, Jessie can do Monday. Okay, great. And if I'm available, like, I'm fine with doing that, but this stresses me out. Like, saying, okay, I have all these times. I love the idea, but it stresses me out. Okay, so Jessie and Danielle, you guys can tag team, since you're success partners anyways. You guys can tag team the Monday one. And then anybody Tuesday at 8? I guess I can keep that one. It's not really a big deal. Okay. All right. So I'll do the Tuesday. Molly and me can do Thursday. We can swap with that. And then Krista raised hand. I put my son to bed at 8, otherwise I could. Okay. All right, yeah. So and then we can play with it and see how it works, and if we need to change something to 9, or if you ever want to do this in like a group, just you and your success partner, feel free to do that. So basically, I will get that list together, that list cleaned up. Michelle Phillips was on a team call with her team and how they do that. So I will share that recording of that call with you guys so that you can kind of see how that works. And then we can do an optional Friday during the day if that works out great, kind of thing. So I want to go ahead and open up. If you guys have any questions, or you want to share anything that you want to work on this week, either one, go ahead and mute yourself and ask now. My biggest thing I'm going to share with you guys is I have been a huge freaking slacker. I don't get up until like 9 o'clock. No reason except the fact that I can't go to bed before like 12:30, at night. And that's still a crap ton of sleeping. So I don't really know what my problem is. So my goal is to get up at 6:45 and be exercising by no later than 7:15. So I want you guys to hold me accountable. If you don't see me posting, if you don't see me talking, and it doesn't count as buffer because I already have those things scheduled, that's not really me. So I want you guys to hold me accountable. And if you don't see me posting workout selfies by like in the morning, let me know, because I need you to hold me accountable for that, because getting up at 9 a.m. is not, hi, I am a top 10 coach material at all. So I need you to help me with that. So I want you guys, yes, please text me, but I can't guarantee that texting will even do a damn thing, because I literally let that snooze go for an hour. But feel free to even call me and be obnoxious. I encourage that, actually. So that's my thing that I need to work on. I'm also going to, what else did I say I wanted to do? I am going to do my Smart Success. If you signed up for Smart Success, you need to go and log in and start working on those modules. I would love to talk to Shane. So I want you guys to go ahead and talk to me. What would you want to do? Don't call me at 4:20. Please do not, Nancy. I will probably actually not even hear it. I'll just keep sleeping because I sleep like a log. But you go, girl. All right, so unmute yourself. Tell me either something you want to do this week, something we can help you with, or any questions you have.
I'm a tad guilty of sleeping till 9 also.
Call Danielle too. Call us both.
Yeah, can I get put on that call list?
It's so awful. Like, I spent 2 years of my life not sleeping past 5:30 a.m. and I can't even get up at 9. That's embarrassing. So, okay, so what's your goal for this week?
Well, since it's Thursday, tomorrow,
No, but today is the first day of our week. This is the first day of Beachbody Week.
That's true. I'm going to be up by 7 every day.
Okay, call me.
I'll text you.
All right. Yeah, Jesse, you can call me.
I'll text you. I don't talk in the morning.
Make the phone blow up. Thank you. Amanda needs to get to bed. Get to bed earlier. Yes, do it. Yes, have Shane call us. Anybody else? Who else? I know you guys have things that you want to start doing, so say them out loud here. Oh my gosh, I just forgot. I have a freaking. Hi, Melissa. I have to plan smart. What is it called? Super Saturday. I'm a hot mess. I love you guys. Can you please post on Molly? I'm going to nominate you. She's going to make a post in our team group, and she's going to say, hey, what do you need to work on this week? What can we help you with? Post below. I want you guys to all post there. Whew, I'm a hot mess. I can't tell you enough. If anybody can do this, if I can do it, you can. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. And Jen needs to work out between 8:30 and 9. We can also be obnoxious to you. Krista needs to get her butt active. Yes. Okay. Awesome goals, everybody. So, okay, if you're on my team call, please hop off because now I need to talk about Super Saturday. Thank you for joining. And Molly was going to post, so I want you guys all to post there. So, bye.